John's love for basketball began at the Pittsburgh Project, Urban Impact, Allegheny Elementary School, Allegheny Middle School, and Alderdice High School.
It's going down.
And we're going to stop it there. But this the suspects outside the church. 2 years ago, he almost shot a clerk with his gun jam.
A Target 11 exclusive. One of the teens accused of opening fire outside of a church on Friday at a funeral tried to shoot a downtown store clerk 2 years ago, but the gun jammed. And that incident, like the funeral shooting, was also caught on surveillance video tonight.
Hey, yo, what's up with you, man? It's your boy, No Tax. We back with another video, man. Listen here, man. We are about to get in this video, dog. They say the dude's coming up and shooting up funerals. Now, I seen this clip, like, I don't know where I seen, like, a clip of the, it was on Instagram or something. But here we got a little news story from the Family TV. So let's get into this. Let's see what's going on, man. These dudes out here wild, living like the wild, wild west. Like they're in the cowboy ages, man. This is crazy. So let's go see what's up. If y'all new to the channel, man, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. I prefer if you like and comment. You subscribe if you like and you mess with the channel. But, you know, that's all I ask y'all to do. Send some suggestions of some videos to react to. And that's about it, man. Let's go.
Family feels, but my
John's football expertise. He remained a North Shore stallion. John's love for basketball began at the Pittsburgh Project, Urban Impact, Allegheny Elementary School, Allegheny Middle School, and Alderdice High School.
Oh, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. They coming shooting. They ain't playing. Hold on, bro. Them dudes is, hey, bro, come on, dog. You can't do this. It look like it's televised, bro. Man.
In Alderdice High School.
This shit crazy. Look at these dudes. They masked up, walking up. Come on, you know it's a funeral going on, bro. What y'all about to do, man? He got up out of there. He sees somebody going. He got up.
5 other people are responsible for a deadly shooting in the city of Pittsburgh.
These 5 people are charged in the August shooting in the city's California Kirkbride neighborhood. 1 man was killed and 3 other people were hurt. Police say 58 shell casings were fired from 8 firearms. Prosecutors say the videos presented in court today show the gunman responsible. But the defense argued that while the video may depict a shooting, it's not possible to see who was there nor whom fired.
Evidence during a preliminary hearing today for 21-year-old Jaylone Hines. He is accused in the shooting on Pittsburgh's north side where 3 people were killed, including 2 innocent bystanders. You can see a number of shots were fired onto Cedar Avenue.
Today, none. We need to stop.
These dudes just walking out. Shoot, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard to see who's shooting. But them dudes at that funeral, broad daylight, man, this generation's crazy, dog. Man, they want to get, boy, what happened, brother? What happened where you gonna, one dude already got killed, he in there getting, you know what I'm saying, getting laid to rest. Now you want to come back, double back around and pop his partners that's there. What the hell is... What happened, man? That make you want to do that type of shit.
Stop with this violence. You need to love each other. You need to communicate with each other. You need to reason with one another. This isn't the way. This isn't the way. This is out of hand, and it's constantly going on. I don't know who did it. I do not know. I was in there in the service. I have no clue. But what I do know is that this was senseless, and it makes no sense. It's too much. It's too much for our community, whether we be in our home community, whether we're in this outside community, having the service here in Brighton Heights. It's too much. It's too much for everybody. It messes with your psyche, all this trauma constantly. This is complex trauma, day and night, day and night.
It's going on 2 years, and we just starting to get some answers in regards to some viral deadly shootings that happened in Pittsburgh. For people who don't live in Pittsburgh, you might think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Pitt University, or even the skyline when you think of Pittsburgh. But today, we're going into the inner city on the north side and talk about a group of young men who authorities claim made a game via social media. Quoting, "We don't have what you consider traditional gangs like you had it in the 1990s and early 2000s. During his press conference at the police headquarters, he continued to quote, "We have groups of people. They are affiliated through interests, through social media, that sort of come together. They have no geographical boundaries at this point in time." Now, I did my research, and on the north side of Pittsburgh, it's known for Crips. But today, we're going to go into details about a couple shootings that went viral. A man funeral getting shot up, 2 innocent bystanders losing their life at a bus stop, a young man who cut his ankle monitor off and then had the nerve to have a video jail call while showing the ankle monitor to his friend. Not to mention, the guy who's allegedly responsible for shooting up a funeral and cut his ankle monitor off was on camera about to shoot a clerk inside a store. But thank God, the gun had jammed. So without wasting too much time, remember family, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family, John James Parnassus Jr. He was one of 3 people who lost their life on October 15, 2022. May they rest in peace and love and condolences to their families. The other 2 were innocent bystanders, 2 females waiting at a local bus stop, Jacqueline Mihalik and Betty Everett. This incident happened on Cedar Street, Pittsburgh North Side. Footage would later come out to show John and his friend would be shooting back, but it seems John had lost his life in the process. His 2 friends would get arrested, and later, charges dropped. J-Lone Hines and Sharon Troutman.
As we got a new look at new surveillance video just released from another shooting.
This video was introduced as evidence.
So this dude that came through, he just popped off like 5 shots. He knocked off 3 people. That nigga had some good aim. You know, R.I.P. to whoever lost their life. But goddamn, he had some good aim. I ain't waste no book. But man, this shit crazy, man. This is crazy, though. Like, what's going on? My man was ready to shoot a clerk in a store. Like, these dudes who can't use senseless, dudes who senseless are dangerous, bro. This shit's crazy. Man.
During a preliminary hearing today for 21-year-old J-Lone Hines. He is accused in the shooting on Pittsburgh's north side where 3 people were killed, including 2 innocent bystanders. You can see a number of shots were fired onto Cedar Avenue. Hines and a 19-year-old man are facing homicide charges. Hines is also charged with conspiring with John Hornez Jr., who was the 3rd person killed in that shooting.
A couple days later, John will have his funeral, and his enemies will be spotted up outside, even knowing local enforcement was on the scene. As soon as they left for a moment, they sprayed it up. Check the footage inside the church that was live streamed.
To enlist John's football expertise, he remained a North Shore stallion. John's love for basketball began at the Pittsburgh Project, Urban Impact, Allegheny Elementary School, Allegheny Middle School, and Alderdice High School.
Yeah, it's going down.
And we're going to stop it there. But this the suspects outside the church.
Man, what are y'all doing? And who's in this blue Ford Explorer, bro? If that's the police, y'all see these dudes with ski masks on in the daytime, right? Ain't no snow out.
That Ford truck with them. They saw the police and they went back to the alley. When that Ford truck let them know that the police left, as they mentioned in the news clip, as they had to alert to another location for a second, which they regret. They used that one moment, fam, and came back.
These dudes get their guns ready. That's crazy. Who's the Ford truck, bro? They on a mission, boy. They Z-lining straight to the funeral. Okay, they'll go to the limousine and shit. Mama through the grass. This shit crazy. Okay, y'all see that now? Turn around. Bro, ain't no way.
Now we're gonna stop it there.
Hey,
6 people.
hold on, my man seen something going on. He got up out of there. Watch that dude right there with the dreads on. He got up out of there quick. Right there. This dude right here with the dreads and the mask on. He see them dudes coming through them bushes. He getting up out. What's my man on the chair? He ain't doing nothing. Then you got the dudes on the horse and the horse. Man, bro, I hope man, did they shoot the horse? Look at him right there. He up
Now we're gonna
there.
stop it there. But 6 people were shot and a horse.
Breaking news, we're getting some new information
They shot the horse,
about
bro.
today's shooting outside the funeral in Brighton Heights.
And Channel 11's Rick Earl joins us live. And Rick, I understand you just learned that the police officers that were requested by the church were not there.
Yeah, that's right, Lisa. Multiple family members here outside the hospital were telling me this afternoon that police officers were supposed to be at that funeral, but they say no one ever showed up. Now, I did speak with a law enforcement source just a short time ago. They confirmed that 2 Pittsburgh police officers were assigned to that detail. But those officers at the very last minute were pulled for another assignment. After completing that other assignment, those officers planned to return to the funeral, and that's when the shots were fired and the shooting broke out. Again, my source telling me it's not normal procedure for Pittsburgh police officers to attend these funerals, but they suspect there was somebody anticipating possible trouble at that site, and that's why those officers may have been requested in the first place. Again, those officers pulled for another assignment, and then they were going back to the church, and when they were on their way back, the shooting happened. I also asked my multiple law enforcement sources about efforts to increase and beef up police manpower this weekend in light of any possible retaliation because of that shooting. Multiple officers tell me they have not heard any requests go out yet for increased manpower. And frankly, a number of them tell me, given the severe staffing shortages the Bureau is experiencing right now, that would be a rather difficult task to complete.
So you heard what they had to say, family. But those 2 people was later arrested. They was teenagers, and they both had a lot going on at the time of the shooting. Sean Davis to the left, 18, and Hezekiah Nixon, 16. So we cleared this Hezekiah walking in family. Just 16 years old. And this Sean, 18 years old.
You dudes ain't getting
Now let's talk about how they got caught. Sean was on probation for a shooting that happened inside a local mall. But at that time, he was only 17 years old. It happened at a mall called Rawls Park Mall in PA. Apparently a fight broke out on the 2nd floor of the mall. It was around 4:30 p.m. It was on a Saturday. The police said as many as 6 people was fighting. At one point in time, guns was drawn and shots was fired. 3 firearms were recovered during the investigation. And the only juvenile arrested on the scene, 17-year-old Sean Davis. Now while on probation, a year later, Sean would end up taking his ankle monitor off. And he would go to a jail phone call while talking to his friend and show him the ankle monitor as if though he instructed him on how to do so.
I said you ain't had to cut it or nothing, did you, dog?
Edit?
No, you ain't had to cut it. Cut your situation or nothing.
No.
Oh, I was about to say, you off there?
That bitch definitely ain't on, though. That joint right here.
Oh, that's my. Oh, whoa, you gotta do it again. Show 3. So you off? Grandma.
Hey, what, bro? That joint was about to break, bro. I'm like, dog. But I remember you told me, like, bro, you can't be bitching just.
Yeah, you just gotta apply pressure on it. Yeah, grandma.
I just snap that clip off. I'm like, oh.
Now that was only 3 days before the funeral was shot up as well. But the probation officer didn't say nothing. And he had an extensive rap sheet. 2 years ago, he almost shot a clerk with his gun jam.
5, a Target 11 exclusive. One of the teens accused of opening fire outside of a church on Friday at a funeral tried to shoot a downtown store clerk 2 years ago, but the gun jammed. And that incident, like the funeral shooting, was also caught on surveillance video. Tonight, Sean Davis and Hezekiah Nixon remain behind bars in connection with Friday's shooting. Channel 11 News got exclusive video of the teens being walked into police headquarters for questioning just hours after the gunfire.
Come on, man, that dude ain't got no understanding, bro. You about to shoot a clerk in a store, dog? You already popping They already, I don't know if he got, they said he was arrested when he, in the mall about the shooting. Bro, you shooting in the mall, you shooting, bro, this dude here, you go outside of a funeral and light it up. You about to be in jail for a long time, buddy, to think about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? These little young dudes, they want to live like the Wild Wild West and that gangster shit, but man, you are about to, you know, if you look at a lot of interviews from inmates that have been in jail 30, 25, 40 years, bro, them dudes is trying to get home, man. They trying to get home, man. Right now, the young dudes is living in the moment. I've been there and done that, you know what I'm saying? Living in the moment right now. You don't care whatever happened, because we young and immature at that time. But dog, once you get behind them walls and nigga ain't nothing moving, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, and then your partners, your mama, your grandparents, everybody dying while you behind the walls. You in there so long, you in there young now. You gonna miss all your 20s, all your 30s, maybe all your 40s. You got gray hair everywhere when you get out because you trying to do some cowboy shit, man. That shit that don't really matter, bro. I wonder, like, what's the feud? What started this whole feud? Probably some bullshit that not even really important at all. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy.
The surveillance video from 2020 fighting with a clerk at a downtown electronics store. The clerk tackles Davis to the ground but then lets him up. On his way out the door, Davis turns, pulls a gun, and tries to fire. But the gun, according to the clerk, jams. Davis then takes off. He's arrested and charged with aggravated assault and prohibited possession of a firearm. 1 year later, while out on bond, Davis is arrested again and accused of firing shots inside Ross Park Mall. No one is hit. The case is ultimately dismissed after sources say a judge raised identification issues. Davis' bond is revoked, though, and in April of this year, he pleads guilty to aggravated assault in that downtown store altercation. According to an email obtained by Target 11, prosecutors recommended 3 to 6 years in a state prison based on Davis' criminal history. Sources tell Target 11 Davis has 2 previous gun possession charges as a juvenile. It's unclear what happened in those cases because juvenile records are sealed. But Judge Tom Flaherty releases him from the Allegheny County Jail after serving 9 months of a 10 to 23-month sentence for that aggravated assault. He was placed on 6 months of electronic monitoring on June 28. So on the day of the funeral shooting, he should have still been wearing an ankle bracelet. Now, I asked the court administrator if Davis was wearing that ankle bracelet at the time of the shooting on Friday or if he cut it off. They declined to answer that question. I also questioned Judge Flaherty about the sentence. He said he could not discuss it. I talked with the victim in that aggravated assault case as well. He declined an interview but expressed disappointment in both the sentence and the nearly 2 years it took to resolve that case.
Well, we know now, fam, based on the video thus far, he took that ankle monitor off. Now, the day they got caught, Hezekiah Nixon got into the car they used to do the shooting. But also, Hezekiah had on him a firearm that had shell casing matching another shooting just days before. There was over 50 shots on the north side of Pittsburgh. He was one of 6 people arrested. He had 2 open cases and the only teenager that was in that case.
Prosecutors showed new surveillance video in court today that they say proves a 16-year-old and 5 other people are responsible for a deadly shooting in the city of Pittsburgh.
These 5 people are charged in the August shooting in the city's California Kirkbride neighborhood. 1 man was killed and 3 other people were hurt. Police say 58 shell casings were fired from 8 firearms. Prosecutors say the videos presented in court today show the gunman responsible. But the defense argued that while the video may depict a shooting, it's not possible to see who was there nor whom fired. During today's preliminary hearing, we heard from Casey White. He is the attorney for one of the defendants, 16-year-old Hezekiah Nixon. Nixon is charged as an adult in the August 7th shooting and is sitting in the Allegheny County Jail tonight. He is also charged in connection to the shooting that happened outside of a funeral home in Brighton Heights in October.
He's young. He's scared. I mean, he's in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. He's a lot of questions are running through his head. These are allegations that are very heavy, that carry a lot of weight.
And after all this time, almost 2 years later, the DA comes out and say retaliation was the motive behind the shootings.
Well, what you mean retaliation? Retaliation on what, man? Somebody already died. What y'all retaliating some more for? Like, that shit don't make no sense. And if a homie wouldn't have showed that If he wouldn't have showed that thing when he got arrested, I mean, when he would have showed that ankle monitor on that video, they couldn't have placed him at the scene of the crime if that ankle monitor would have been at the house. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't have placed him at the scene of the crime, dog. Maybe because the other boys, I don't know how they placed him there. Maybe the other boys snitched or something. I don't know. Somebody told.
Nothing else. A Pittsburgh street gang war. Once one body dropped, they retaliated. Some did the same night. And police are saying these two teenagers were involved in a span of 12 months. 20 people being shot on 3 different occasions and 4 people losing their life. And that's just what they know. This has to be the story of 2 of the most ruthless teenagers ever coming out of Pittsburgh. Family, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Once they trials start and get the rock and rolling, I'll make sure I keep you guys updated. With all that being said, talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, the family TV message, boy. Thanks for that, right there, homie. But yeah, man, listen, dog. We can't, and we cannot glorify this shit. This shit ain't to glorify. This is just new. It's educational, man. Like, hey, dog. If you in these streets, young in these streets, man, get your shit together, dog. You gotta care about something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta care about something. What they need to do is go to Pittsburgh and interview some people who've been in penitentiary for like 30, 40 years over some shootings or some shit, man, who've been there since the 90s, the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Let these dudes know, like, man, come on, you want to live like this? You gonna be in here with me in this little ass room, not going nowhere, dog. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. It's your boy No Tax. Let me know what y'all want to see next, man. If y'all stay to the end of this video, y'all the real OGs. We out here, boy.